Good afternoon, everyone. So what I'd like to find out from my end, Sipo, is what are your main responsibilities as an investment banker?
Okay. Thanks for the question, Musa. It's a good question. So I think there's an important distinction to be made in this regard. So I work within corporate and investment banking, but not particularly investment banking, as that is a subdivision of corporate and investment banking, otherwise known as CIB. So in terms of my role, I work in risk as a sovereign and bank analyst. And to answer your question, basically, I look after a portfolio of countries, call it 13 or 14 odd. And essentially, I am to research and report on the bank's existing potential exposures to these countries, as well as associated banks involved. So for example, if a product house, perhaps that's within investment banking, call it maybe export credit, export finance, wants to do some mining deal in country X, for example, a country of which falls in within my portfolio, then basically my role is to initiate research on that paper. So by that, I mean, I'll write a detailed country analysis report detailing all the facets of the economy, the risks involved with the investment, and essentially provide a recommendation on whether or not I think that it would be prudent for the bank to invest in this country, and basically which sort of counterparts in terms of banking counterparts would be the right ones to work with, simply because we don't have a presence in each and every single country in the world. And in terms of the bank's part, we'll work with the local banks of that country, wherever the deal will be and where the risk will lie, and hence the bank part. And basically, I'll then report on those banks as well. That means that I have to go through their financials, get to understand exactly what makes the bank work, what are its pros, what are its cons, what are its strengths, what are its weaknesses, and basically get an understanding of whether or not this is the bank that would be the best sort of partner in going through with this deal. Because you'll find that within the space, as much as, maybe competitors, as banks, we tend to work, hand in hand quite a lot. So I think that kind of distinguishes and explains what I do